Paving this shit crank.
What's up, you guys? I hope you enjoyed that little snippet with me and my little fella. I think I might be adding more snippets into the video, because he kind of enjoyed it, but then again, he's kind of shy. But anyway, you guys, thank you for your response. I appreciate it. But I want to get into the story that I found on Boston 25 News, and it says kidnapping witnessed on Zoom call leads to discovery of 2 bodies in California. That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to read this little snippet piece and then I'm going to get into the story. And it says Zoom call. A woman conducting a Zoom call with a colleague was attacked and later fatally stabbed. The other person on the call alerted authorities to the attack. And I don't know how to say that name, but it's from Getty's Images. And this happened on March 24th, 2021 at about 3:59 a.m. according to UTC. And it was written by Bobby D'Angelo, Cox Media Group. Okay, so it says Altadena, California. A California man was arrested on suspicion of fatally stabbing his mother and sister at their home on Monday after a colleague participating in a Zoom call with the woman witnessed the attack and called 911. Authorities said this is absolutely crazy, you guys, that he actually did this. He must have been really angry, or he was on drugs and she turned him down. Something had to happen for this level of anger and rage. Let me keep going. Robert Cotton, 32, of Altadena, was charged with 2 counts of murder, the Altadena Police Department said in a news release. According to police, the bodies of Carol Brown, 67, and a Pasadena City College administrator and educator, and her brother, Kenneth Preston, 69, were discovered by deputies, the Pasadena Star-News reported. This is really sad, you guys. Brown was participating in a Zoom call with other colleagues, employees, when part of the incident was caught on camera. Sheriff's Lieutenant Barry Hall, a spokesperson for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, told the newspaper. The colleagues did not see either stabbing, Hall said. When deputies arrived, they found an elderly male deceased in the driveway, Hall told reporters. They checked inside of the house and found an elderly female dead. This is so sad. The person that the lady was still talking to on the Zoom with when the male was dragged out of the house that alerted her, and the suspect went inside and attacked her too. This is crazy. It was unclear what Cotton's relationship was with the victims. NBC News reported neighbors of the victim said they were stunned. Okay, we just can't believe it. Darlene Thomas told KCBS, we cannot believe it. We are in total shock. It was it just shows how quick your reality can change into a snap. You know what I'm saying? Another neighbor said, Aline Charles told KNBC, I'm at tennis having fun. Oh, I'm at tennis having fun. Come home. This is happening. Yeah. A knife was found at the scene. Hall said deputies learned that one of the 3 vehicles at the home, Alexis, was missing. Cotton hid the vehicle in the neighborhood, then walked up to the home, the Star News reported. Wow, this is crazy. Cotton was arrested and a bail was set at $2 million, the newspaper reported. Wow. This must be some kind of name. Erica Andronas, I think that's how you said it, college president and superintendent at Pasadena City College, said in a statement that the school had suffered a terrible loss. Brown worked for nearly 2 decades at Pasadena City College in various departments, including financial aid and working with students who had gone through the foster care system, according to Cynthia Olivo, a student service office official at the school. We grieve with her family and we hold them in our hearts as we reflect on her life. mourn her loss, and carry on her legacy through our actions. Olivia wrote in a Facebook post, Cotton is scheduled to appear in Pasadena Superior Court on Thursday, according to the Star News. This is a really tragic situation. You know, to me, I don't know what sparked it, but most of the times when I see something like this, when somebody has that much anger and rage within them and they don't care, normally it could be something to a drug, needing money or something like that, because that's the only time I've actually seen people get out of control and heard reports from family members that when their loved one was on drugs and they wanted money and the family members said no, then that person ended up turning violent on the family member, and it still didn't get them what they wanted, because now guess what? You have to flee for your life because the simple fact, you know, you done killed somebody. You know, perfect example, I'm not trying to be funny, but another situation is like that movie What's Love Got to Do with It, with Tina Turner. You know, she stated multiple times that when Ike Turner was not able to get high, he would turn violent towards her and beat her up, you know, and it was the drugs that he was taking. But because before he started taking drugs, you know, it seemed like everything was okay except for his little, you know, cheating on the side. But you know, I've also met people that, you know, stated that they had family members that they literally had to restrain by other family members coming. Well, let me put it to you like this. I was living next door to a person, and the boyfriend of the lady that lived next door to me, her boyfriend was on drugs, and I believe it was like crack or something like that. And I don't know what happened, but she wouldn't give him any more money to get high. And it was like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up to this sound of crashing, and I jumped up, you know, out of bed, and I was like, wow. And I ran to the other room to make sure that my kids were secure. They were secure. I closed their door, and I closed the door leading to the hallway to make sure that they were okay. You know, and so when I peeked out the window, I noticed that the guy next door was taking all his girlfriend's TVs and radios and anything that could shatter. He was like, "You're not gonna give me the money?" And she was like, "No." And he was just tossing like TVs over the balcony. He was tossing radios. Whatever, like dishes, you name it. When he finished breaking up all that stuff, it looked like a tornado had swept through, and he threw her clothes over and everything. So, you know, in the midst of that, she ended up calling the cops. He gets arrested, you know, and whatever else happened. But later on, you know, down the road, he was back again. And this particular time, I don't know what he did, but I came home from work, and the lady's brothers came, and I heard a bunch of commotion. And as soon as I looked, because the commotion, like I had a air conditioner that was attached to my wall, and it was like a real heavy boom against it. So I opened the door to look. The guy, I was like, wow, she got this crackhead back at her house. Her brother hit him so hard that he fell. And I thought that my air conditioner was going to break in half. And the guy said, "Go back in the house and close the door." And I said, okay, because when he was kicking his butt, I don't know because the guy didn't move really. So I don't think he wanted me to see what was happening, you know, or if the guy was dead or whatever. He didn't want me to see. I didn't even get a good look at the guy's face, so it wouldn't have mattered to me. But it took for her two big old NFL football looking brothers to come and beat this crackhead dude down. And after that, whatever they said in the house to her, you know, I looked outside again later. He did get up. You know, they knocked him out, but he did end up getting up, and he stumbled, you know, his way or whatever. And so, you know, he wasn't there anymore. And, you know, I had a conversation with her, and, you know, I listened to her, and she was like, yeah, he should have been gone a long time ago. And I don't know why we think that we can help a person that's on crack or whatever. You know, he's turned violent on me, as she figured that I heard many times before. I did hear it, but it was none of my business at that moment unless she said help. Now, if she would have said help, I would have been glad to help her by calling the police department. But what I'm saying is, in all this, you guys, when a person is on drugs, they are violent when they cannot get high, or when you don't supply them with the finances, or they'll just steal from you or something. They'll break into, I got another story, but I don't want to go into it, but they'll bust your window, and break into your house and sit there like nothing ever happened, especially after they got that high on. And you're like, do you realize you just broke an expensive window? And they're sitting there looking at you all stupid. So this guy, I think he might have been on drugs, and it might come out that he was. So you guys, like I said, be careful. If you know somebody that could be, using drugs, be very careful around that person, because that person can turn very violent at any moment. Not all drug addiction, addicts, are violent, but majority of them can be very violent when they want to get that high, and you don't give in to their demands when they want money. So all I'm saying is watch out. If you're involved with somebody that has a drug addiction, honey, you cannot fix them. Only they can fix themselves. You can go to what they call CODA, CODA. It's a group that help you not being a how do they call it? You give them little money here and there to keep their, so they can go use drugs to keep the peace in your house. You are an enabler. So that helps you not to be an enabler. And then that person needs to get up out of your house, even if you have to call the cops and remove them, because if not, they disappear on you for days and days at a time, and they come back after they're high, and you know what? You don't know exactly what they do out there in them streets if they want to continue to get high. So it's best that you be careful, because you don't know, as a woman, as a man, if that partner is having, relationships with other people that are not safe. And I know that it seems like, why is she going into this? Well, because the simple fact, this dude seems like this is why he stabbed those people up, because he needed drug money, because they didn't say anything else. They're going to investigate it, but in that area, there's a lot of people that are taking like crack cocaine and stuff like that, or sniffing powder. So you guys, please take care of your family members. Watch out for your family members. Like I said, if you are involved with someone that has a drug addiction, you need to take them and allow them to seek help, seek counseling. And if they don't want to do it, then you need to go get yourself in a program called CODA, CODA, or KODA, one of those, that can help you learn how not to be a person that is an enabler, that will help them continue to get drugs or to get scared or whatever. It'll show you how to deal with a person that you're in a relationship, maybe married to, in a relationship that's on drugs. So you guys, be safe out there. And until next time, you guys, hit that post notification bell, that subscribe button, and you guys don't forget to share. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, have a great day.